We're ready? Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Sergeant Eric De Los Santos with the Austin Police Department's Homicide Unit. We're here to discuss or talk about homicides number 7 and 8. Tuesday, February 18th at approximately 10:45 p.m., Austin 911 received a call of shots being fired. This occurring at a specific apartment, and that a woman was also heard screaming. Officers and EMS arrived to the scene, locating Cassandra Hernandez, a Hispanic female born in 1989, Emilio Masonette, Hispanic male born in 1990, and a third individual who's also a Hispanic male. Life-saving attempts were attempted on Ms. Hernandez, who was located first. As officers continued to search the area and the apartment, they came across Mr. Masonette, who suffered gunshot wounds. EMS pronounced him, the doctors pronounced him at approximately 10:48. They continued to work on Ms. Hernandez. However, she succumbed to her wounds and she was pronounced at 11:05 p.m. As officers were securing the apartment and the grounds, they came upon the third individual who was also shot. He was transported to Del Seaton, where he is there making his recovery. Detectives responded to the scene, began speaking with witnesses, also just talking with officers who were on scene and made entry into the apartment. Based on what they learned and what the officers observed inside the apartment, it was decided to obtain a search warrant. And from there, detectives entered and began their investigation. Indications are, based on what they found, is that these three individuals, Hernandez, Masonette, and the third male, had gone there to rob the residence of marijuana and money. After the shooting, one of the residents who lived there fled the area, so we've had to wait before we could get all the information. But that's what we've learned so far, and we're still continuing to investigate. Right now, we don't believe there's a threat to the public that the residents of this apartment were the target of the robbery, so we don't have that concern right now. And we're still continuing this investigation, so we'll have to see where it leads us from here. Is there any questions?
So they knew each other because they were going to rob marijuana and money?
I don't know that they knew each other as in either acquaintances or friendships. We're still going to be working on that part.
Do you have any leads on the suspect, considering they might have known each other? The individual that's currently in the hospital, is he able to point out anything on who this might have been?
So the individual at the hospital, we have not spoken to this person yet. We have spoken with both residents. However, we've been limited because at least one of them has obtained attorneys. So we're just having to go through a process to learn what happened.
You able to say
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You able to say what kind of gun was used?
I can tell you there was multiple firearms were at the scene, located at the scene.
Any charges as of yet?
So I can say that we anticipate charges in this case. Regardless of the marijuana, we don't really have a concern with that insofar as these murders are concerned. But these folks planned a robbery, and entered and they were armed. And we take that very serious. So anybody involved with that, we're certainly gonna go after.
Are you guys releasing any names of the suspects? Were they in the gang?
So that's just the beginning part of this investigation, and I don't want to talk any about suspects at this time, but, you know, we're looking to everybody's background and everybody's potential involvement in this.
Have you guys responded to this location other times? Or?
Now that I don't know if we have previous history. I don't know if we have previous history with this apartment. It's a large apartment complex, so I'm sure they have their share of 911 calls.
Have you seen an increase in home invasions?
That would be more of a question for robbery, as far as home invasion, because we only, get involved if someone dies. I know that we've had, it seems like there's an increase, or it feels like there's an increase. I don't have the specific numbers of these, attempted marijuana ripoffs. It's,
So you think that there are drug disputes becoming more common in this city?
I don't know that it's disputes. I think there's a commodity, in this case it being marijuana, and somebody trying to forcibly take it.
Last question.
Just seeing that this was a home invasion, are the residents facing charges or were they simply protecting their home?
Residents, they lived there, and they felt, I'm sure, like they were protecting their lives, that their lives were threatened, and so they used what force they believed was necessary to protect themselves. So,
No charges for them likely?
in regards to this, we don't anticipate any charges in regards to the actual shooting and the homicide.
Thank you.